Curious about the price of a Magic Online card? Try our searchable price guide on the right sidebar of any mtgoacademy.com page.
Alright, here we are, round 1 of the Classic Daily event. We are matched up against Cronin. We lost the die roll. So I imagine Cronin's probably playing a control deck, some sort of Chase and Tezzeret version or something along those lines. Should be a good matchup. So we lost the die roll, we're going to go second, and this hand is it's not very good. It's, if we get the Thorn of Amethyst countered, we're pretty screwed. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is a significantly better hand, so we'll keep this one. Dredge. Well then. Alright, so against Dredge we are definitely going to wasteland the Bazaar. He's going to dump some cards into the graveyard, and we'll probably go into game 2, but we'll see what happens. So he had 3 dredgers. Alright, that's not a good start. Not a good start. Yeah, so Winter Orb is pretty terrible in this matchup. It's really quite terrible, actually. We really don't have much else we can really do. We're not threatening him in any sort of a way. So I mean, realistically, this is pretty much the only thing we can do. So he's got a couple of bridges in his graveyard and a Dread Return, so he's in good shape. Crucible Worlds is okay. It certainly will help things out here. So let's go tap this and that. We'll play Crucible Worlds here. We'll play another Winter Orb because we can untap our Tolarian Academy next turn. And it gives us 1 extra mana. So realistically, we're not really looking at any sort of a threat yet, but he just needs to dredge into some Narcomoebas and then he's going to be in business. So we'll tap our Tolarian Academy. Mishra's Workshop does nothing for us. And we'll pass the turn. There's no sense in playing Tanglewire. It hurt us more than it will him. Also, there's 1 Narcomoeba for him. He also has one blood gas, so once he gets a land, he'll be in pretty decent shape. So we draw another Crucible Worlds, which is another redundant card. I mean, these are really doing nothing for us here. I suppose the best play is to just play Wasteland. And yeah, there's really no need for us to do anything, really. He also had an Icarid, so if he plays a land this turn, he's going to have enough to Dread Return. Oh, he hit another Narcomoeba anyway, so it's kind of relevant. Alright, so we're going to take 4 because we have 0 creatures. And here comes a Dread Return. Oh, no, he's Cabal Therapying this. That's fine. So he can Dread Return for Sun Titan. So he's going to get rid of our Tango Wire, since that's literally the only card that could possibly do anything. Eventually he's going to Dread Return here for a Sun Titan. There it is. See, one of the biggest problems with the restriction now is that there's less spheres to kind of hurt Dredge. One of the few ways that Workshop could compete with Dredge is that it could prevent Dread Return from being cast if there is a one sphere out, and usually just one sphere is enough, and sometimes even 2 spheres is enough to prevent that from even happening. They're kind of forced to have to play a more grindy version of the Dredge deck, where they just try and amass a zombie horde of zombies and try and go that route. But realistically, the match has been completely turned on its head since there are now 6 fewer spheres to work with. I've been using this deck uses Winter Orb, which does absolutely nothing against him. So, at the end of the day, this is a pretty bad matchup, whereas it used to be a halfway decent matchup. But we'll see if we can win the sideboard games. So Ghost Quarter really is going to do nothing for us. We've quite literally have drawn absolutely nothing in these games to even do anything. Not that there was much we could have drawn, but we pretty much drew the worst cards that could have ever existed. So he's going to just attack us and kill us this turn. So I'm just going to concede now. So there's the sphere that we were looking for. So hopefully after sideboard we can shore up some of these things. We're going to bring in all 4 of these Line of the Voids. Let's try this out. We're going to bring in all of these Grafdigger's Cages, and is probably all we really want. So we're going to take out the winter orbs because they're completely useless. I'm going to take out one of these crucibles. They're pretty bad. Tangle wire is actually pretty bad in this matchup, so I'm going to take those out. And I mean, smokestack is pretty darn bad too, but I'm not sure if I really want a full set of smokestacks, but I don't know if I want to bring in more of these guys. Triskelions over smokestack seems pretty good. Duplicant is pretty bad. So maybe I want a second smokestack. Let's go with this. Alright, so this is completely worthless for us. We're definitely going to mulligan to 6. Grafdigger's Cage and a Lee line is a pretty good start. So I'm going to keep these. I'm just going to hope that he doesn't have a removal spell for our turn 1 play here. Either a Nature's Claim or something along those lines. That's really what we're hoping to get the Chalice next turn out for, so we can prevent him from doing that. So City Brass is a bad start. Cabal Therapy. If your name's Chalice, it's not good. I named Grafdigger's Cage, that's fine. So we can, well, so we can go with a Mishra's Factory, but I think I'd rather play Strip Mine and play Chalice for 1. And we'll pass the turn. There's no sense in putting out the Ancient Tomb. We're not going to be able to do anything with that mana. We'll just be taking 2 life for no reason. So he has a Bazaar, so he can dig for 2 cards here. And he's going to throw away a couple of Serum Powders. Those are definitely cards you want to get rid of. And Dread Return, okay. Alright, so a Metamorph is nothing special, but I am going to play this Mishra's Factory. I'm going to kill his Bazaar. And this one has Summoning Sickness, right? So we're going to do add 1, make you a guy, and we're going to attack. And pass the turn. So it looks like he is stuck in top deck mode, which is perfect. Mishra's Workshop is fine. We can play that next turn, but I'm going to animate both of these factories. And start the beatdown plan this way. So next turn we'll play Triskelion, I think. So again, he doesn't do anything. So we draw a Lee line, which is useless, unfortunately. I can play a Triskelion, but that won't let me attack him with the factories. I could knock him down to 11 this turn, but I think I really do need to get this Triskelion out. Next turn I can play Metamorph. Oh, we won that game. Alright, so it looks like we won that on the back of Cage and Leyline of the Void. So I'm going to just run that same set back. Hopefully we can draw into Leyline in our opening hand. That would be ideal. And we do. Excellent. So we can do that on turn 1, well, on his turn 1. And then on turn 1 for us, we can go Chalice for 1 or Wasteland, depending on whatever it is that he has lined up. So he opens with the Bazaar. Ooh, perfect. So we can go Grafdigger's Cage 1. And Chalice of the Void on 1. And we'll pass the turn. So we're in a pretty good shape here. He has to draw 2 hate cards that are more than 1 casting cost, so we're doing okay. The only things that he could draw into would be he could get a Wismere and a another Grafdigger's Cage. That's good. So I'm going to play a Wasteland here, but the question is, do I destroy his Bazaar or Petrified Field? I mean, oh no, I can't do that. I almost threw that right in my Chalice. So yeah, so the question is, do I Wasteland the Petrified Field, which gives him a mana, or do I Wasteland his Bazaar? I think I do this just on the chance that oh, I have a Leyline. I should have killed his Bazaar. Oh well, that gives him one extra activation to draw something. That's not the end of the world, but it does get him to see 2 extra cards. It's still possible the Petrified Field was the right call. Because if he does have something where he can okay, so here comes a Ingot Chewer. So he'll knock off the so he's going to knock off the Chalice of the Void first. That actually helps. Alright, so Karn, that's fine. So I can go Wasteland on that again, I mean, I wish I could do that, but I think I'm in better position if I just keep attacking his land, because each time he activates this, his card disadvantage, he actually goes down by a card. So we draw a Lee line. Can't do anything with that. Alright, gemstone mine. So there goes the nature's claim. Alright, so now we got now we can do some stuff here. So let's go get this Karn in the battlefield and start trying to win this game. So he's getting everything that he needs. It's knocked me down to one cage. Now he's going to start filling up his graveyard. Alright. I could attack with my Graph Digger's Cage, but it's not really that important, I don't think. I might end up being a turn too slow here. Crucible Worlds is good. Yeah, that's actually really good. And we won the match on the back of that Crucible Worlds. Alright, we'll see you guys in round 2.